Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the channel, and I'm here to talk about some NFL news. So we're going to get right into it. So we have some firings. First, we're going to go over some of the firings here. Last night, sources, Raheem Morris, he's out as the Falcons head coach last night. He got fired. They even let him have until Monday when the coaches normally get fired. They just went and pulled the trigger last night. I know people will say, oh, considering the way they finished the season, it's a bit of a surprise. I feel like when they were 4-9, they probably made up their mind already what they were going to do, honestly. So, 2024, 6-3, start, finish 8-9. 2025, start 3-6, finish 8-9. Like, he's finished 8-9 his first 2 years. When this year they should have been better than they were. 4 meaningless games after they were eliminated. They played like garbage, and then they turn it on when they're eliminated. So, we'll see who they hire. I think this could be the right move. We'll just see who they hire. He was Atlanta's head coach for 2 seasons and went 8-9 in both seasons. The reverse, Mike Tomlin. 2 identical 8-9 seasons. It's honestly impressive if the goal was committing to absolute mediocrity. Drake London Bijan said were Falcons players among them, who we said after the game they wanted Raheem Morris to stay, but they fired him. And also, the Falcons also fired their GM, Terry Fontenot. Here were players drafted by Terry Fontenot: Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Michael Penix, Jalen Walker, James Pierce, Xavier Watts. QB's overpaid, though, by Terry Fontenot. Kirk Cousins. I'm just noting these are players drafted by him. I'm not saying they're all good, but I'd hope he drafted good players in the top 15, because that's where they pick every year. Incredible mismanagement of the QB position by Terry Fontenot. But there's an opening right there. They now have announced. The Falcons that announced those 2 have been dismissed from their roles, and there was a statement from Arthur Blank. See, that was some news last night. 2 firings with the Falcons. The lineup for the wild card weekend. Saturday, Rams-Panthers at 4:30 on Fox. Then at 8 p.m., the Bears-Packers on Prime Video. Then the 2 games on Saturday. Sunday, we have 3 games. Not 1, not 2, but 3. At 1 p.m. on CBS, we have the Bills and Jaguars. And then at 4:30 on Fox, we have the Eagles and the 49ers. Then on the NBC at 8, we have Chargers-Patriots. And then Monday Night Football on ESPN, ABC, the ESPN app. Houston, the Texans, Steelers, and that is your wild card weekend schedule. Pretty good schedule, I'm not gonna lie, man. Pretty good schedule here. And I upload my playoff predictions, so if you want to see who I think will win the Super Bowl, go watch that. The Falcons are hiring a new president of football, which many expect to be former QB Matt Ryan. Does he work for CBS? I thought he worked for CBS, but I guess he's going to be the new president of football for the Atlanta Falcons. Sources: Kevin Stefanski is out as the Browns head coach. After moving on from Cleveland, Stefanski now is expected to be one of the top candidates in this hiring cycle. Yeah, I talked about this with a friend on Discord who's a Browns fan. He knows who he is. I kind of agree. I think it's a bad move. I feel like Stefanski's a good coach. The Browns are just a bad franchise. Bad franchises stay bad. Jesus Christ himself isn't winning games with Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders at quarterback. Doesn't mean the Browns should have kept him, But I'd bet on Stefanski having real success at his next team, who actually has talent on the offensive side of the football. Stefanski wasn't the problem. This is how a bad franchise gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. When you don't have talent on the offensive side of the ball, besides, like, there's some bright spots, like you have Judkins, Harold Phantom. Where's the receivers? Where's the receivers at? See, this is why bad franchises are bad. They fired Stefanski, but they keep Andrew Berry. So sure, man. So sure. Browns are making a huge mistake here. He wasn't the only issue. Until they fix the ownership issue, they'll be stuck in the mud. Like, they have no real direction. We'll see where he gets hired next, but this is a bad move by Cleveland. Browns GM Andrew Berry will spearhead the search for Cleveland's next head coach. He shouldn't be there either. If you're going to get rid of Stefanski, you might as well just got rid of Andrew Berry too, but no. But I wouldn't have got rid of Stefanski anyways. He coached 101 regular season games as Browns head coach. Their QBs posted Baker, Deshaun Watson, Jacoby Brissett, Flacco, Winston, Sanders, Gabriel, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, P.J. Walker, Jeff Driscoll, Bailey Zappi. Whole lot of ass right here. Gosh, and you wonder why Stefanski doesn't have any success with this shit. Because look, listen to me name those quarterbacks. How the fuck is he supposed to have success with that? They put out their statement. Continuity in Cincinnati. Bengals are bringing back head coach Zach Taylor and director of player personnel Duke Tobin for the 2026 season per team president Mike Brown. Oh, brother. This dude's back again. This has to be his last chance. When are they going to fire him? He had 1 year left in his contract. He has, what, 2 years left in his contract? Cheap-ass Bengals. Might put Joe Burrow in some bubble wrap next year. They only do because the owner's too cheap to pay 2 coaches. They're just going to fucking let his contract run out. Just let Zach Taylor go, dude. They're bringing him back. Oh, man. Jordan Rollins says GM Joe Schoen is being retained by the Giants, according to sources. He's already been informed of the decision by the ownership, who's believed he's built a good young core. The Giants went 4-13 this season and are 22-55-1 with a playoff appearance in 4 seasons. 22-55-1. Good. Doesn't look like it. This team, the Giants, are an absolute joke. So Joe Schoen will be staying on with the Giants. Giants fans were going to fucking flip the bird in this tweet. John Mayer's an idiot. So Ty's now requested head coach interviews with Broncos defensive coordinator Vance Joseph, Colts defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo, Chiefs defensive coordinator Spagnuolo, and Chiefs offensive coordinator Matt Nagy. Giants put out their statement that they're keeping Joe Schoen. And as you can imagine, the comments are pretty ruthless. Sources: the Raiders have fired head coach Pete Carroll, signed a 3-year deal 1 year ago, and the Raiders finished with the worst record. They now embark on their newest head coaching search. Feels like they get a new coach every year. John Spytek and Tom Brady will be in charge of identifying and hiring the team's next coach. So, 2021, Gruden resigns. 22, McDaniels is hired. 2023, he's out. 2024, Antonio Pierce is hired. 2025, he's out. 2025, Pete Carroll's hired. And then 2026, he's fired. Miami Dolphins requested a GM interview with Josh Williams from the 49ers. Williams was in finals last year for the Jaguars GM job. We got another firing. The Cardinals have fired head coach Jonathan Gannon. They closed the season with 9 straight losses, ultimately costing his job. Monty Austinfort will spearhead the new search for a head coach. I didn't think they would fire, but they did. They were 15-36 under him, including losing 14 of its final 15 games this season. So there's some head coach openings, a few GM openings as of now. Cam Ward's shoulder, so he has a sprained AC joint, but doctors do not believe he needs surgery as he heads into the start of the offseason. The Rams anticipate getting receiver Devontae Adams from his hamstring injury for their Saturday playoff game against the Carolina Panthers. Wild card weekend referees: Clayton Blakeman on Saturday, Adrian Hill, and Brad Allen. Oh man, not this guy. The NFL saw this disaster with the Panthers-Bucks game and still gave this dude a ref assignment. Fuck the NFL. Tatum Bethune groin is out for the rest of the season, so he suffered groin injuries out for the year. Georgia receiver Zachariah Branch, Mel Kiper's fourth-ranked receiver, is now declared for the 2026 NFL Draft. Former Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski currently is expected to speak with the Falcons, Giants, and Titans about their head coach vacancy. We'll see where Stefanski goes. And the Titans will interview Raheem Morris for their vacant head coaching job later this week, per sources. I believe that's all the news here from Schefter. A lot of NFL news today, man, on this damn Monday. So, to tell you some grain of salt, according to CBS's Pete Prisco, Kevin Stefanski reportedly never wanted to make a trade for Deshaun Watson. I mean, this is from Pete Prisco. I don't know. I guess Pete Prisco, to be fair. So, I'll tell you this with a grain of salt. So Cam Newton thinks most of the quarterbacks in the NFL right now are game managers. No way we're still listening to Cam Newton. There's mutual interest between the Colts and QB Daniel Jones in working out a contract to keep him with the team long term. Prior to his injury, they were rolling. Pending free agent running back Rachaad White posted a goodbye to Tampa Bay fans on his Instagram story. Former Falcons head coach Raheem Morris is expected to interview with teams about their head coaching vacancies, as we just talked about. Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel has been expressing confidence in his job security recently. They finished the season nicely. He could be poised to return for another season. But yeah, I think that's it for the NFL news here, honestly. So, yeah, leave a like and subscribe for more. Check next time out. Peace.